Uh, Good morning, students. Today we will discuss two-slab guarded hot plate method. So we have to find out the thermal conductivity of two-slab guarded hot plate method. So what is a setup arrangement means? So we can see this is a diagram. So this center portion there will be heater will be there. In above and bottom there will be a two wooden disc specimens can be placed. In the center portion heater that can be surrounded by guarded heater. So then it is called two slab guarded hot plate method setup, right? We will see the diagram. This center portion is for heater and the both sides surrounded by the heater there will be guard heater will be placed on it. So in both sides of the heater there will be a two wooden disc specimen. Wooden means a teak wood we can use. So both upper and bottom. So in this guarded heater, the heater there will be we can taken by the four thermocouples will be placed like a T1 and T2 and T3 and T4. Same way by water in the water side area there will be a T5 and T6 and T7 and T8 temperature thermocouple will be placed on it. So we have to find out the different points. For the heater side there will be 4 temperature. For water side there will be another 4 temperature. We'll note it down. So the temperature will be taken by using by a thermocouple will be placed on the different points. So this is a diagrammatical representation of thermal slab of two slab guarded hot plate method. So there will be some standard specification we can given in the company. So there will be the plate will be we can use for teak wood, and there will be a temperature will be ranges for 0 to 200 degrees centigrade, and there will be a number of thermocouples we can use for in this setup will be normally 8 thermocouples we can use. And so you can see this setup. So there will be some inlet water and outlet water will be there for cooling purpose. So we can use for the water from inlet and outlet we can use for both pipes. So this setup will be shown on the diagram, will be very clearly to understand. And after that, so there will be switch on this power supply. So there will be a variate that can be used. The purpose of variate is to adjust the voltage. So normally we have to maintain for 100 voltage we can set in the standard voltage, and the respective current will note it down. So we cannot disturb it. For all this reading, the standard voltage and current you should be maintained. And after that, if switch on the power supply means automatically the heater gets heated, and there will be conduction that will be passing to the two wooden disc. So what will be happen? So the conduction will be done by this on the wooden disc. So at this time you have to wait for the 2 to 3 minutes. Will take the first set of reading. So you see this temperature indicator. So there will be 8 points are there. If you tune it means this is a T1 temperature and a T2 temperature and T3 temperature. You will note it down. And the T4 after tuning means we have to wait 1 to 2 3 seconds. Then only the standard temperatures can be displayed on the screen. And like a way we'll tune it T5 and T6 and T7 and T8. Like a way we'll note it down for all 8 readings. We have to note it down and wait for another 2 to 3 minutes. We'll take the same set of readings. Same set of readings will note it down. So we have to do the continuously this procedure we have to done. So when the 2 consecutive readings will be same, that's the stage we have to stop this experiment. So that is called a steady state. So the steady state is nothing but is a state in which the temperature does not change with time. If you again given the time to heat this setup means or the surface or body, we cannot change in the temperature. The temperature remains constant. So at this stage we have to stop this experiment. So this is a steady state. So that reading only we have to use for calculation. So next we can go for the calculation part. In the calculation part, before that we can see for observation. So we have to note down the first column in the voltage and the second column in current we have to note it down. So next one is Q into V into I. Already you know the formula, and we have to note it down from T1 to T8. The 8 temperatures we have to note down for the one set of readings. The first T1 to T4 readings with respect to the heater, and next the T5 to T8 temperature will refers to for water side readings. So we have to note it down for all 8 readings for the one set of readings. Again we can wait for 2 to 3 minutes. We can take second reading. This procedure we can simultaneously we can done. We have to start until the steady state will be reached. So we can go for the formula section. What are the only one formula is used. So this is a formula for the Fourier's law of conduction. Already we know that. So K is equal to Q into L divided by 2A into TH minus TC. So this formula already will be available in this HMT data book. We can just copy the formula by the data book. What is in this formula? K means thermal conductivity. So the thermal conductivity of two slab. And what is a TH? So the TH is nothing but specimen bottom temperature. And TC is nothing but specimen top temperature. And Q is equal to heat input. The formula is equal to V into I. And L is equal to thickness of the specimen. L is equal to thickness of the specimen. And A is equal to metering area of the specimen. So what is TH? The TH is nothing but hot side temperature. The hot side temperature means we have to take it on T1 plus T2 by 2. This is a hot side portion. And same way for cold side portion means it's a bottom side. So this is will be T5 and T6. So the T1 and T2 will be